Good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. It's Good Morning Grenada for today. It's Thursday, the 23rd day of May. Yeah, how are you doing this morning? I hope everybody doing fine. We got some rain last night, in my little bed where I lie down, on a little thing there. Get some rain. I thought it was, I say, well, Papa God hearing us, It's 26 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Good morning to you wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Hope you had a wonderful night and that you're up and ready to face the challenges of today. Yeah. Good morning, Yulin. Dance to this one too. Yeah, I know you like this one. Yeah, give a little. You know how they call that dance, boy? Can't remember the dance. Nice. 25 minutes on to 7. It's Good Morning Grenada for a kind of overcast Thursday morning. Signs that rain is on the way. Well, yesterday, you remember that I spoke with Andre Charles and he said that the atmospheric conditions are changing. So the signs of rain are here. Let's hope so. Yeah, we definitely need it. Now, Wasa, good morning. Jamila, how you doing? Yesterday, I don't know for what reason I said Jamila Alexander. Jamila... Oh, I can't remember your name now. Morning, Jamila. Mary Ebanks, good morning to you. Veronica Sandy, good morning. How did you do? Yulin is there. Michelle Bernard is there. Good morning, Michelle. Monica Mayrose Williams. Good morning. Daddy Godwin says hi. Hi, Daddy Godwin. Thank God for the rain. God, you guys really needed it. So says Yulin. Yeah. Yulin, you're dancing to this one? It's a nice little bounce, Nice. Dan Kumari saying good morning from Guyana. Good morning, Guyana. From Burbis or Essequibo. Anna Williams says good morning, Mr. Joseph. Good morning, Anna. Good morning to you, Petlin. And the folks out there inside of Munich, Auntie Anne and everybody, good morning. Yeah, Auntie Joan is in Munich, right? Let's mix them up. Good morning, Auntie Anne and Auntie Joan, Maxwell. Yeah, and I know these are my aunts. These are my mother's sister. You know what I'm saying? Nice. The folks inside of Munich, good morning. Petlin, you're on the bus already. You're on Matthew's bus this morning, and he's ramming up classic. Nice. Morning, Matthew, and all the passengers on that bus. Morning. Give a little rock, a little seat rock. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Morning, wifey. How do you do? All you want to know who I call in wifey. JJ, good morning. Erlin, all the way in the US, good morning. Let's get with the program while we dance this one. Kathy and Adams and family out there in the Sunshine State, Florida, good morning. Sylvina Charles loves this one. Yeah, that's a nice song. You want to know the singer? It's Gail, Judith Gail. Sharon Bartholomew, good morning, you all from Northern Virginia on this stormy Thursday. It's stormy. Okay. Be safe. The word of the day today, that word is panoply. 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 That's how it is spelled. It is a noun. And it is a formal word that refers to a group or collection that is impressive, either because of its size or because it includes so many different kinds of people or things. Panoply. Yeah, a whole lot of power in that name. When you call that name, demons flee. You understand what I'm saying? 21 minutes on to the hour of 7. Right, here's how we can use that word panoply in a sentence. The new website offers shoppers a panoply of snack foods, soft drinks, and other treats from around the world. Write it down, jot it down, learn to pronounce it, learn to spell it. I want to say a very special good morning to a little friend of mine up there in Apretut. I don't know her name. This is a problem. I'm getting myself in problems there just like that. Morning, Cruz and your family. The big girl that did the CPEA, good morning. She's one confident little girl. She's going to do well. Good morning to you. I had to get to know your name. I'm not good with names. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, good morning to you and the family, bro. And my little girl, yeah, the little one, and the little one I call Cruz. Morning. Eggies, good morning to you, bro. Hope you all are doing fine. The folks inside of Mount Agnes, good morning. To the Macmeos, good morning to the guys in the Seawet. Yeah, Red Bull and the team up there. Good morning. Fish and family. Esther and family, good morning. Nice. Pomerose is in the building. Apretut is in the building as well. It's time for me to head a little lower down. Say good morning to Mama Can and surrounding areas. Rastiba and family, good morning. Moyaki and family. Ajamu. We have to see soon, boy. I have a song for us to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, good. Good morning, Lyris. Good morning to you. Moyaki and everybody. Tammy and friends, good morning. Croshu, good morning. The McQueen service station, good morning. Management and staff. Yeah, good morning to Coffee, Nadisha and family. Papa Jerry, Miss Holmes. Yeah, good morning. The Sandersons, good morning. The folks, the lady that cooks on the, cook a good pea soup sometimes, boy. Yeah, when you're cooking green peas again, let me know. Village Bakery, good morning. So I'm coming up, I'm saying good morning to Kitty Cat and Ariel and Alwyn. Yeah, morning. The thought of the day today, though, is we cannot solve problems with the kind of thinking we employed when we came up with them. You understand? We cannot solve problems with the kind of thinking we employed when we came up with them. We're talking about the problems. The thinking we had when we came up with the problems, we have to use a different kind of thinking if we had to get out of the problems. You understand what I'm saying? It's only an insane person does things the same way and expect different results, So change your thinking and change your way of life. What's buzzing this morning? Let's see what's buzzing. What's buzzing? Right. 5 Grenadian students graduate from Western Illinois University and they graduated with top honors, bachelor's degree and also master's degree. That's good news. Grenada just keeps on shining. Congratulations to Team Grenada for winning the Chelsea Flower Show again. I think it's 14 years or 14 or 16 times. Alright, a Gleaner journalist in Jamaica was killed, shot in the chest, pronounced dead on arrival in the hospital. Internationally, families of Uvalde victims reach a $2 million settlement with the city. And in sports, rain washed out the England-Pakistan T20 opener. So those are the stories buzzing this morning. I do not see a scheduled guest this morning. I've been longing to hear from you. The conversations, what's happening. I urge you guys, I implore you to practice water conservation. Save your water. Try and reduce the amount of water that you waste on a daily basis, all right? Don't forget to shut the pipe off when you're brushing your teeth and when you're washing your wares. Your soap, you close the pipe while you're soaping. When you're ready to rinse, you understand what I'm saying? All these little things add up. I remember visiting a hotel. I can't remember where it was, which island, but in the washroom there was a sign that says, "In this place we do not flush for number one." When you say you want to number one and you want to number two, well, number two is to defecate, Number one is when you urinate. So they say in this place we don't flush when you're number one because of water conservation, Yeah, you must flush for that, especially now. Jillian McIntyre, good morning. Mildred Smith, good morning. Nice. It's Itchy Princess Felix. Mr. Gordon, good morning. You must give me a link up to Corona Michael. I always look and stop. Laugh out loud. Have a blessed day. Itchy Princess Felix. Okay. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's amazing. I want to say good morning to my friends in, let me get the name of the place again. It was sent to me yesterday. Let me get it. The name, right, Bain Alley. My folks in Bain Alley, good morning. How are you? I've got a new cluster of fans there. Good morning. Morning to the folks in Montparnasse and Rady and surrounding areas. Anne Phillip and Merlin Spencer, good morning. Nonetheless, folks, it's time for us to take that break. We've got the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather, and I do hope we have a lengthy conversation this morning, yeah? I'm longing to hear from you. So, folks, see you on the flip side of 7. Those of you on the television platform, we've got a rebroadcast of last evening's television news. Stick and stay with us. We're with you anywhere and everywhere.
Thanks for joining us. The quick action of workmen on construction sites in Mount Moritz and the urgent response of firemen aided in salvaging properties that were threatened by a massive blaze. For over 6 hours, firefighters were back and forth trying to contain the fire. My colleague Christina John was on site to see the gravity of the situation.
What started off as a small fire that seemed somewhat insignificant has quickly escalated into what you see here, acres and acres of property being destroyed. GBN News team was on hand to capture fire tenders at work. We spoke to one contractor who has just finished construction of this home behind me, who told us what he saw when he got here just around 8:30 this morning.
Right, as you can see, I'm finishing up this house. I'm a builder. This morning when I came out, it was around 8:30 and there was a small smoke across there. And a little later on when I look out, some of the workers told me, well, look at the fire, started like it's on fire. And I called out to ask if anybody have this fire under control. Nobody didn't answer. I thought it was somebody burning bush. And so I called the emergency 911 and they put me onto the fire department. Well, by the time I get to the fire was already, the fire was already, moving. And they came. But what happened, they came and they stopped there and they started to wet. But when there was a dry stump there, and the fire came back. So they went up on the side maybe to save the houses. While they was wetting up, the fire came here and it gone all in the back. As you can see, this house is in a little while I'll be cutting away all the material from below the house. It's a little scary right now for me. If you understand, all the old stuff and so on is below the house, and if that fire reaches, that is a lot of problem.
GBN was told that workmen quickly swung into action, doing what they can to avoid the fire from spreading to the nearby buildings.
Look at that. You see right now the water just came back. The water went, so we borrowed the neighbor hose because I was congested and I have 2 men down in the back. They're trying to wet and keep the fire. They told us to wet what we can still. So we empty all the drums and then trying to keep it. Yeah, so we try to, you see some of where the stone is there is some debris there. We have to pick it out from there. Look at that guy, he's just trying to take out some in case the fire comes up.
Speculations are that the fire was started by someone attempting to burn bush. Kendall Charles, an architect by profession, was on his project site in the same area in Mount Morris when he was alerted. He is grateful that no one was hurt as a result of the fire and was able, with the help of his team, to salvage their material.
Of all, the smoke is an issue, heat is an issue, and the wind, because the wind increases fire and increases smoke and the heat. Some people might have cancer or asthma or other health issues which may affect their health at this time. So they should take precautions in probably wearing mask or areas where they can save themselves from being hurt by the smoke or the heat in this moment. So the precaution to take place to avoid injury in this area at the moment.
Another individual who has just begun laying the foundation to construct a new home said his concern is the use of water already in limited supply.
I was on work and my project manager would have called to inform me that there is fire in the property. And being a new homeowner, it was an immediate concern to me, because so much has been invested in material that is on site and even the loss of time. My concern at the moment is primarily the fact that the fire department have to use already scarce water resources to out the fire that is surrounding the entire property, because so many houses are at risk at the moment, and we're talking about thousands, if not millions of dollars in value of properties that is at risk. So it's really a concern, and I want to make an appeal to the Grenadian public that we consider very carefully the limited supply of water that we have. We don't know how long this dry spell is going to last, so every ounce of water counts.
The National Democratic Congress Party caretaker for St. George Northwest, Senator Jonathan Lacrette, was there to offer support to homeowners.
They're very much overworked indeed, but they are doing an excellent job, and I think that we must commend the fire department, the men and women who work at the fire department of the Royal Grenada Police Force. Hats off to you. I trust that at the end of the dry season you can certainly get some rest and recuperate for the next dry season with a better operational plan, etc., to be able to handle these challenges where fires are concerned. So as government representative in the area, St. George Northwest, I was apprised of the fire, and as a result I started my visitation to every aspect that the fire has affected, chatting with the residents, touching base with them, ensuring that people's homes are safe, ensuring that if people's homes are not safe, we have to find alternative places of arrangement for them in terms of living quarters, etc. So that's really my purpose here this afternoon, making sure that residents are safe, their crops are safe, their homes are safe, and that the houses that were threatened were not threatened too badly. But I see some people wetting theirs as well, and I guess we're following the adage which says when your neighbor house is on fire, you wet yours.
Reporting from the site of a massive fire in Montmorris, St. George, where firefighters are still hard at work trying to contain a blaze. I am Christelina John for GBN News. Okay.
Other news, a perpetrator has been caught in the act of illegally dumping waste material at a site on the eastern side of the island. This is one of many sites identified by the compliance unit of the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority where infractions tend to occur. On Wednesday, GBN visited one of the sites where the culprit was ordered to clean up the trash.
Perpetrators have been apprehended and instructed to remove with immediate effect waste construction material from an illegal dumping site in Bailey's Bacolet in St. David. Although signs have been posted in close proximity, offenders have seemingly ignored them.
We have instructed him to have that removed in a certain period of time during today. Failing to adhere to such instructions, the matter will be sent to the police to have some legal actions taken against him and, if ever, the institution or organization.
It was visible as the camera crew drove further inland that the dumping was not limited to one particular site, but rather distributed along the wooded area leading to the Bacolet Point. Godfrey Fleming, compliance manager at the Solid Waste Management Authority, commended the recently appointed compliance unit team who have shown enthusiasm and commitment in the execution of their duties, as well as concerned citizens who have supplied information to the authority about the illegal act. Fleming described the illegal dumping as a thorn in the flesh of concerned citizens. Some of the materials discovered, he said, came from a reputable institution.
We are in the process of doing some serious investigation in an area which is familiar to every person, I believe, that is in the Red Gate, in a place they call Bailey's Bacolet, where the illegal dumping, I have to say, is out of control. Persons were apprehended a couple of days ago, and in our investigation, some of the items that was detected had came from some reputable institutions and organizations.
The compliance manager explained the section of the law which speaks to the penalties for illegal dumping, noting too that private property owners can also be held liable for accumulation, even if it's on their property. To date, no one has been persecuted. However, Fleming gave the assurance that going forward, the compliance unit will have full responsibility to take persons to court.
35 subsection 1, in terms of the waste storage requirements, right? The occupier of premises in which waste is at any time stored must store the waste in containers that prevent the escape of waste, liquid, or objectionable levels of odor, and that prevent infestation by pests or vermin. An occupier who contravenes section 1 or 2 of that offense, a fine of $10,000 and an imprisonment for 1 month. Right? The Ministry of Health has that authority to impose such penalty.
The sole responsibility of the compliance unit is enforcement where violations have taken place, hopefully, and serving as a deterrent to violators. Christina John, GBN News.
Well, the Ministry of Infrastructure has embarked on a mission to develop the asphalt plants on island. Rena Thomas reports.
The Ministry of Infrastructure is currently working on improving the production of cold mix at its location in St. Andrew and St. George. The plants at the Old Pearls Airstrip and in Boucherville, St. George will benefit from infrastructure upgrades aimed at reducing the importation of 45 gallons drum of bitumen, which are essential for coal mix road maintenance. Chief Technical Officer Kevin Blash explained that the decision to enhance production facilities is intended to alleviate challenges faced by workers, especially during raining conditions. Over the years, workers had to heat drums of bitumen over a fire pit before use, a practice which can be dangerous.
So at both locations, we mix coal mix in-house. Previously, we used to bring in smaller 45-gallon drums of bitumen, but we saw it necessary to start bringing in the larger 20-ton, 20-foot containers of bitumen in order to be more efficient in our operations. We also have other plans in place to ramp up our production of and our quality of paving and so on. In the coming months. So currently we mix our coal mix outside using our coarse finer aggregate and bitumen. What ends up happening is that on rainy days you are unable to make any coal mix, and as a result you have a lot of downtime with equipment, personnel and so on. So to eliminate some of that wastage, we saw it necessary to make various investments in more advanced or more modern pieces of infrastructure.
The construction of tank stands will facilitate proper storage and easier retrieval of bitumen for cold mix production. Blash explained that the upgrades will significantly improve the safety and efficiency of operations.
The construction ongoing on the site is for the construction of a tank stand that would support the large bitumen containers that we would be bringing in. This would allow us to store the two main types of bitumen that we use to produce coal mix and to do paving on the road as well. And it would also give us the opportunity to heat up these tanks in a more environmentally friendly manner, as opposed to the current practices that we use.
The infrastructure upgrade is expected to lead to a notable increase in productivity, further enhancing the ministry's capacity to maintain and repair roads effectively. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
Now, a call for tangible recognition is being answered by the Ministry of Tourism as Grenada basks in the achievement of its 17th gold medal in the annual Royal Horticultural Society Chelsea Flower Show. Beverly Telesford tells us more.
I am sometimes saddened by the fact that people who enter sports competitions come back with all the glory when they return to Grenada, but nobody says anything to us.
Our news team spoke with long-standing contributor to Grenada's Chelsea Flower Show team, John Krzik, on Tuesday, who recognized the need for more appreciation and support for the people creating the winning displays and securing the medals every year.
First of all, I would like to congratulate Catherine, John, and her team for putting on such a fantastic performance, excellent performance again, and what a time to put on such a performance on our 50th anniversary of independence, which was our golden jubilee, and to bring home gold in 2024, it's a fantastic achievement, and I think they deserve to be acknowledged and recognized in our society in regards to the contribution over the years, the fantastic contribution over the years. This is the 17th gold medal, and I believe that it is a fantastic achievement, and Grenadians must feel proud wherever they are, whichever part of the world they are, in regards to the achievement of this fantastic group.
Minister for Tourism, the Creative Economy and Culture, Adrian Thomas, issued a congratulatory message to the team following their performance.
But we have not sit down and recognize and acknowledge them as yet, but this is an event that really and truly they have been going through a lot of frustration, they have been going through a lot of problems. As a matter of fact, they engaged me very early in the year when they were thinking of not even going to the show, and I said to them, by the hook or by the crook, we have to participate in the show, especially on our 50th anniversary. And then they started putting things into motion, and I'm happy that I'm fully aware in terms of some of the difficulties that they are encountering. I'm quite aware of some of the stakeholders who they are working with in regards to getting the kind of resources that they need to have to get into the show, and the government of Grenada did make a contribution also, but I think it's much more than that, and I will definitely engage them as Minister for Tourism and Culture and the Creative Economy. I will definitely engage them in regards to making sure that some of the difficulties that they are going through, they will be able to alleviate them.
Minister Thomas said he is aware of some of the hiccups the team has faced in preparing for the show, and his ministry is willing to lend additional support to help overcome these hurdles.
This is something that we have to pay attention to. We cannot ignore our people, and as a government, we think we have a responsibility to acknowledge the good work of our people. We as a nation, we have acknowledged good citizens in regards to in other areas, but I think that particular area is something that needs some attention, and I would not let the cat out of the bag, but we have some surprises for them.
The minister alluded to plans to show tangible appreciation to Team Grenada. Grenada's display captivated the judges and attendees alike with its vibrant and innovative design, showcasing the island's flora and natural attractions under the theme, The Golden Falls of Grenada, in celebration of Grenada's 50th year of independence. The team not only secured Grenada's 17th gold medal, but also captured the coveted President's Award, which is given to outstanding exhibitors. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Encouraging the next generation of groovy artists. The objective of a competition initiated by Renroy O'Geese along with other creatives. They are hoping that this initiative would help preserve the groovy art form. More in this Rena Ped Thomas report.
The Youth in Groovy competition series, which is the first of its kind, is aimed at reviving groovy music by providing a platform for the next generation of artists to achieve their dreams through mentorship and promotion. The competition is designed to showcase and nurture the next generation of Grenadian musical talent in groovy soca. The event kicked off with a bang over the weekend at Elvia's Garden on the Carenage. Kelvin Jacob, one of the creative directors, shared some details about the event.
The Youth in Groovy competition series is the brainchild of Renroy O'Geese, Blackadan, and the competition series was started basically to get the youth involved in groovy music. We saw that there is a niche or there is a need mentorship program where we will be developing the art form through the youth. So we are going to be giving them training in terms of writing, performance, singing, etc. So that they would be the next groovy star in Grenada.
The competition is open to both primary and secondary school students ages 11 to 17. Organizers have been working along with the Ministry of Education to recruit students.
The registration would continue up until Thursday of this week. We wrote to the Ministry of Education and we were given the go-ahead to promote through the schools. So we were basically promoting the program through all the schools on Main Island, Grenada. However, we will be working with them individually, so they will come to the band practices, etc., and we will be taking care of them. Well, we have registration forms on our website, our Facebook and our Instagram pages, Youth in Groovy. We have also been going around in the schools. We have Blacker Than going around in the schools and he's leaving forms in the schools. Students can also pick up forms at the Grenada Optical or any of the secondary schools or the primary schools in Grenada.
The first round of the competition saw 22 talented young artists from 7 schools. Each participant brought their own unique style and creativity, leaving the audience eagerly anticipating the next round. Preparations are on the way for the final preliminary round, scheduled for Saturday at 2 p.m. at the enchanting Alvia's Garden. Contestants will compete for a spot in the semi-final on June 15, 2024 at the Tanti Netball Court.
Last week we saw 22 artists going before the judges, and we anticipate that this week we might be seeing even more than 22 going before the judges this coming Saturday on the 25th. And we are going to be having the final preliminary round this coming Saturday. After that we are closed off, and from that round we are going to be picking 20 artists to go on to the semi-final round.
The grand final set for June 30th will feature the top 10 artists battling for the prestigious title of Youth in Groovy Mona. The creative director elaborated on the prizes to be won.
We expect it to be an annual event. We have over $15,000 in cash prizes. So the first prize would be $3,000, the second prize $2,000, the third prize $1,000, and I think there's a fourth prize for about $750.
Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
The St. Patrick family is in mourning after the body of Samuel Alexander was discovered on Tuesday evening, ending a nearly 2-week search. We get the rest of the details from Nisha Paul.
Samuel Alexander's lifeless body was found lying on the ground in some bushes behind his family home in Maday, St. Patrick, around 5 p.m. on Tuesday by a villager. Samuel, who had been missing for just over a week, was 29 years old and the youngest of his mother's 5 children. His sister Michelle, who did not wish to appear on camera, recounted the heartbreaking moment she learned of her brother's death.
I was in total shock and disbelief. I couldn't, imagine that, he would have been dead. He normally goes and come. And then when we wasn't seeing him, we made the police report and then the searching began.
Samuel, who was unemployed, returned from China a few years ago where he studied electrical engineering. His elder sister, Esther, who also did not wish to appear on camera, confirmed that since his return, he had been battling prolonged mental health challenges.
I just thank God for all the moments that we had together. There was some really challenging times, and I can boast about the good times that we had. And those are the ones I will carry. Those are the ones I will carry. Those are the memories I will carry with me. It's gone, but he would not be forgotten.
Despite his struggles, she remembers him as a strong person.
Samuel was he was very docile, he was quiet, he was a strong person, despite the challenges he was going through, he was very strong. I could say God kept him. Up until that point, I don't know what transpired between him and God, but I know he was a strong person.
Police have since launched an investigation into the circumstances surrounding Samuel's death. An autopsy has also been scheduled to determine the cause of death. The Alexander family's ordeal highlights the often overlooked issue of mental health and the impact it has on individuals and their loved ones. Mental health struggles can be pervasive and challenging, requiring more community awareness and support. GBN extends its deepest condolences to the Alexander family during this difficult time. Reporting for GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
The preliminary inquiry into the indictable charges against two men accused in connection with the shooting death of 30-year-old Delvon Thomas is scheduled to begin on September 24. Thomas, originally from Carriacou, was fatally shot in the head at Egmont, St. George in August 2023. The two accused are 20-year-old Israel Farrell, a Trinidadian national who faces a capital murder charge, and 22-year-old Johanse Charles from Woburn, St. George, whose charges are capital murder, abetment of capital murder in connection with Thomas's death, and abetment to commit capital murder relating to the shooting of homeowner Linton Warwood. Warwood was injured by a bullet to his upper arm during the same incident. Chief Magistrate Francine Foster will preside over the inquiry at the St. George's No. 1 Magistrates Court. The purpose of the inquiry is to determine whether there is enough evidence for the case to proceed to a High Court trial. The date for the inquiry was confirmed on Tuesday during a court appearance where both Farrell and Charles were represented by attorney Jerry Edwin. The attorney noted that the prosecution intends to present evidence from at least 4 witnesses against his clients. The shooting incident shook the community, which is considered a peaceful neighborhood. An 8-year-old is sharing water conservation tips. It's time for GBN ISAW. Stay with us.
As water woes continue in some areas across the island, 8-year-old Elvin Thomas has some water conservation tips he's willing to share.
Turn on the tap and let the water flow. Does anyone know where water goes? Today there is water when you turn on the tap. But what will we do when the water is gone? Here are some tips to help you save water. Number 1, cut those showers to make it short. Number 2, fix plumbing leaks. Number 3, turn off the taps. Save water, the world is in your hands.
Great message, Elvin. Thank you for your submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
From the fertile heart of Grenada to the far reaches of the globe, Ram's Supermarket brings together the best of both worlds. Savor the freshest, locally sourced produce from our trusted Grenadian farmers and explore a curated selection of top-quality international favorites. Experience a shopping journey where warmth meets a world of flavors and affordability meets premium quality. At Rams, we welcome everyone to discover the joy of global and local culinary delights. Nestled in Sugar Mill, Grand Anse, we are open all week to offer you a taste of home and beyond. Rams Supermarket, where our family, community, and the world come together. We are the good food people.
Notice is hereby given that the 95th Annual General Meeting of Shareholders of the Grenada Building and Loan Association will be held virtually on Zoom, as well as at the Presbyterian Church, Granitang Road, St. George's, on Wednesday 29th May, commencing at 4:30 p.m. For further information, you can contact the association's office at 440-2108, 459-2103 on WhatsApp, or email info@grenadabla.com. Virtual meeting details will be made available prior to the meeting.
Miss Faithlin's family drama continues with I Do by Urias Peters at Labucan Creative Center, Saturdays at 8 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m., June 8th to 30th.
Nice to see you again. Hey people, this is Ezra the Fun Machine, and I'm calling all revelers, carnivalists, and bacchanalists. Let me tell you, take a loan of $3,000 or more for your costume and pay only $340 per month with God's ready cash. Plus, you get to enter to win your loan back. That's right! Pay $0 down and nothing for the first 30 days. All you need is your ID, proof of address, job letter, pay slip, and 2 references. Visit your nearest God's already cash location today or contact your Carnival band for more details. Experience Carnival 2024 with God's ready cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply. Aye, aye, aye.
All right, good morning. It's 16 minutes after 7 o'clock. Welcome to the conversation this morning. And I do not have a guest in the studio with me this morning, of course. And I do feel good about that. Well, I mean, I like when I have guests as well, but I enjoy the conversation with you, my audience, even more. So this morning, there are a number of burning issues out there. We still have people getting involved in burning of bushes and, other stuff. Bushfires are going crazy, even in this scarce period of water, period of water scarcity. And the more we tell people do not burn, more people burn. As a matter of fact, there's a comment here from someone, Mr. Joseph, please advise the people of Munich to stop burning, like the bricks stick in the air, and they know better, but just doing it. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Oh, yes. Good morning to you, Gordon.
How are you?
Not too bad. How are you today?
I am alive and thankful.
Right. Maybe they did not hear what the police said yesterday through one of the other media. The police outlined how you should burn, not don't burn, but how you should burn. Inform your neighbors, and in some cases, contact the Ministry of Agriculture.
But no. Hold on. In recent weeks, they have issued a there's a new no burn policy in effect. So even if you go to the police or the Ministry of Agriculture, they will not permit you to burn bushes at the moment.
That's not true. I heard that from the police yesterday.
Okay.
Police High Command yesterday, from one of the other medias. Yeah?
Wow.
Outlining how you burn. You got to inform your neighbors, and if you're going to do the large-scale burning, then you have to apply, and then they will give you guidelines and so forth. It's not no burn, but you see some people taking it when they want to see smoke, you see fire. We have to listen and so do some understanding too, with respect to burning things in the neighborhood, etc., etc. Because we need to clean up, and there are certain things you have to get rid of by way of burning. Fungus have to be burnt, bacteria have to be burnt, and so forth. So it's not burning; it's how you burn. Yeah?
Okay, all right.
God, something is playing on my mind.
Let's hear it.
I heard on one of the media, I don't think it's your media, that a statement made by our Prime Minister, and ultimately I believe it's the government, that they'll be engaging in the zoning of land. St. David's was singled out. Yeah? And not only this, but to cap the price of land. That to me is worrisome. You know why? Because we have the citizenship by investment, and we have a lot of new people that is coming here. We have this mounting crime that is plaguing the society. And so we have commerce. Land is the best security for going to commerce, for going for securing loan. Land is like gold to commerce. And if we're going to tinker with this, I believe we'll be turning commerce on its head. It's something that the government should not contemplate on. In other words, capping the price of land. Land is scarce in Grenada. We're a small country. We're high cost of living. And if you're going to interfere with avenues where the government make money in terms of transfer and the like, taxes, I believe it's a worrisome trend that is brewing there. And I would want to advise, let me say not caution, but advise the government as to the survival of Grenada and survival of commerce. Don't go that area. Land is already cheap. Yeah? Very cheap too in Grenada. Don't go there. Because I see a lot of trouble there.
Okay.
In taking that move, please.
All right. Okay. Huh? So don't go there.
Don't go there. A word to the wise is sufficient. You know, I think our government is really struggling to manage. They could forget the advisors in the office. Go to the simple people in the communities and seek their opinion. I believe they'll be able to govern better. There's what I call a silent hatred in this country. And it don't all go well for us. The society is deteriorating and deteriorating too fast. I am very concerned, very, very concerned. Not only for the adults and so forth who are struggling with the parents, but the children, the young people. We have to think very carefully and act carefully. I don't know, I asked one of our educators, look, if there is a way to teach wisdom and to give a subject for wisdom, let us do that through our education system now. Because the knowledge is not working. We need to go higher than the knowledge.
Okay.
We need to get to the wisdom of doing things so we don't make this mistake. We're stumbling too much.
Okay.
Have a good day, sir.
You too. Thank you, caller. Have a good one yourself. It's 21 minutes after 7 o'clock. I paid my taxes, yet this government sent me a letter saying that I owed and giving me time to pay. So sad for Grenada. So says one of our contributors via our Facebook platform. Let's go back to the telephone line and say, good morning, caller. Caller, fix that telephone and call back, please. When I say fix the telephone, I mean turn down the volume on whatever device is behind you, whether it's the radio or the television. Good morning.
Good morning, Innocent.
Lovely.
First of all, morning to the listeners and the viewers. First of all, I think you should seek some clarity from the police.
Yeah, I intend to do that. As soon as I take a break, I'm going to call them and have somebody on the line to do that.
Sometimes a person could say something in principle, and then we have to also say what is the practice at the moment. So, and then for my friend, let me say to him that he must declare his card. I mean, he talks in, well, let me not go there because I think I know, I mean, anyway. But in terms of the burning, I think we should, at this point in time, have a zero tolerance for burning. Any little mishap could happen if you allow any situation where people are allowed to burn. Apart from the fact that they have the noxious chemicals and so on in the atmosphere that would affect people, we need to contribute towards carbon sequestration. And you do that by not burning. The longer you leave material in the atmosphere, I mean in the environment, it takes a longer time for the carbon to dissipate, to go into the atmosphere. So, like for instance, if you have a chair, you don't burn the chair. You leave it there rotten, and in that, the time it takes to deteriorate will assist the environment. People have this dirty habit of just wanting to burn everything and endangering the health, not just of citizens, but also the animals, the environment. We need to really understand.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is one. But there was something yesterday in terms of your guests. One of the things we don't really look at, and the first caller have something on the economy. It's the economy that have us where we are. We put the economy ahead of the society, and letting the economy does what this society should be dictating. We have destroyed the ecology for gains in the environment. I mean, in the economy, which the economy should be the servant of the ecology, and we have it the other way around. So unless we understand, and I notice most folks are not making any reference to the fact that some of the policies we have pursued over the years, like all those mega projects, destroying the mangroves. This is one of another area. This is one of the reasons we should stop. There should be a moratorium on the building all these stupid buildings. Finally, I think we should have a conversation on the point that the first caller talked about the land issue, because land is the basis of independence, and you should not sell your land. Even the scripture says, don't sell your land in Leviticus, because it belongs to the Lord. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much. Folks, it's 25 minutes after 7 o'clock, and good morning, Veronica, Sandy, how are you doing? All right, someone says here, good morning, Innocent. I think your previous caller doesn't understand what is meant by cap the price of land. It means that they will put a policy on how much land in specific areas could be sold for. That is getting out of control in some areas where owners are selling for foreigners at exorbitant prices. That makes it impossible for locals to purchase the same land. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Grenada.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, I appreciate that. So, I'm going to start off this morning with a Bible verse. Matthew chapter 19, verse 26. The New International Version. So verse 26 says, Jesus looked at them and said, with man this is impossible, but with God all things are possible. So just talking about the gun violence. Gun violence is not an imperative topic of discussion. Countless lives has been lost, and they could never come back. We need to be more aware, conscious of our emotions, and embark on development within our communities. Let's renew our understanding on peace without guns and violence. And just talking about the fire, we need to be aware that, well, dry season is there, and there's a lot of air within the soil. So that means once fires are lightened, then the fires will spread even faster. We need to be aware and start to look at other measures to be able to prevent these things from happening, and look at other ways of composting and all of these things. That's all for tonight.
Thank you, caller. Amen to your scripture verse, man. What church you preach at?
I don't preach. I'm a youth parliamentarian.
Oh, what? Well, congrats. Yes.
Yeah, man.
All right, blessings. Have a good one. Good one. 27 minutes after 7 o'clock. Roger Buckmeyer, good morning. Go back. Ide. I want to say good morning to Moses. You know who you are. Originally from Sates, a contractor. Good morning to you, bro. Hope you're having a great morning thus far, you and the family. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Innocent. How you do?
I ain't do it yet, but I could do it, you know.
Well, let me tell you, make sure you do it right, you know.
Oh, well, of course.
Innocent, tell this. You had somebody on your program sometime last week or so seeking assistance.
Hold on. What's that noise in your background?
I don't know. Oh, I'm in the car. Sorry, I switched off the AC.
Yeah, good.
You had somebody on your program sometime last week or so from a PRA seeking advice, assistance to the
ex-PRA Association.
Right. Now, I want to say this. Every citizen of Grenada that is 60 over we have two programs. We have the seed program, which if the people, regardless to which government or who you support, once you are a citizen a certain age, you will be covered and receiving at least $500 or more from the seed program. That's a fact. The second program is if you are disabled, on disability, there is also a program for the soldiers or whoever. All they have to do, and I believe the person that called, he knows about it. I don't know, I think maybe he's on that program too, the person that were on the TV, and there's no need to go out there and making it songs as these soldiers or whoever, they're so stressed and need, and, of course they need, stress and need, of course, but they have been assisted, and I'm giving you the facts because I went and do my research before I call you.
Okay.
And they have been on the list, and if anybody is on the sound of my voice who is not getting the support, make a phone call, go in or somebody, and you will be visited by somebody, and you will get assistance.
Okay.
But other thing I want to say, innocent, and this thing is bothering me, and I don't know. Lots of these people who talking about they were soldiers and they say they repent and they say innocent. I go tell you between the four walls, none of these people in the best of my knowledge come in and say, I was young, I didn't know, I did this, I apologize, I'm sorry. They keep talking, and even the same guy that was on your show, that pouring out his belly, if the PRA was still there, he'd have still been there with his gun using it. However, have a lovely day.
You too. Okay. All right. A quick question. You had time run off. What's wrong with being a PRA? There's nothing wrong with being in the military. We all need that's just a segment of society. The military, the police, the military, the doctor. You understand what I'm saying? Is what you do. Good morning, caller.
Good morning to Mr. Innocent. How you doing?
Culture man, I ain't do it yet, but I go do it. How you doing?
Well, I just see you and I just cool here. Well, we get a little thing this morning there.
You happy?
Yeah, well, I happy, until the real thing come down.
Well, the sky's looking as though you'll come soon.
Yeah, although when the dry season still and the ground is harder, but we have to try to prepare the garden still for the food, like the potato, the corn, the peas, everything. We cannot wait until we start to fall heavy, and outside now, we cannot do the amount of work that we want to do it. So that's the best time, for the farmers and them to plow the land with the fork and the cutlass and things. Just prepare the ground and do it until like farmers plant the tomato and the cabbage and the lettuce and the carrot, and when we go you think ham from tongue or wherever, you want it, take it. You don't want it, whatever, leave it. Because Mr. Innocent, right about it have a lot of farmers who are struggling, especially who have a little piece of ground by the river ridge. They could jog at 2-3 pounds of water and still survive, So let me try to work on with that. Also, I want to say good morning to our Homa people, Sherika, Marva, my friend and them, Homa. Also, I want to say good morning to Mr. Homin. She live up Capital. Also, I want to say good morning to Angel.
Okay.
So everybody, farmers, big up themselves, and every face, whatever we get it.
Thank you, Culture man. Have a good day yourself, right?
I do too.
Blessings, me, Adrian. Blessings. 27 minutes on to the 8 o'clock hour. Let's accommodate this caller via our WhatsApp platform. Good morning, caller.
Hello?
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Could be better. Could be in Grenada. You know what I mean?
Welcome home.
Exception of the water shortage and everything. You know what I mean?
No, but nobody in Grenada is dying from water shortage yet. So come home. The little we have, we will share it with you.
Yeah, I feel sorry what's going on at the moment with all the crime and the gun and all kind of thing like that. But I think like people in the Botanical Garden should do a little bit more with the youth, because I did when I was down there. I lived down there for 2 years, and I worked with a lot of the youth in all the 6 parishes, and I did good. You know, that time.
When you say work with the youth, what did you do with the youth?
Right. Domestic violence, AIDS, and drugs.
Okay.
And I created a thing in the trade center. Mr. Bido was in charge, and I don't know if he's still in charge.
Of course, Mr. Bido.
Yeah. So I got the hall, and I was sponsored by that time Keith Mitchell was in charge, the government. I was sponsored by all the breweries in Grenada for drinks and everything like that. The only money I had to put is money out of my pocket for flyers and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then I had to go around the whole of Grenada promoting the show to individual bus drivers, everybody. So I got a unity going, you know what I mean?
And
nice. So
one contributor on Facebook is asking, what year was that?
2007.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now
sorry.
No, I was saying get to the substantive point now.
Right. So the lady that you had on yesterday with learning disability, right? You had a lady on your show yesterday. I'm also qualified in that. I've got 30 years experience of that, and I've done the world of good for people with learning disability in England here, and I'm well respected. I'm hoping to come home, God's willing, to stay for good. And I know the 2 homes up Mount Parnassus there, so I'll be contacting them. But one thing, when I came down there before, they want all kind of men are not really recognized to work with people with needs. I don't know why. They need to change that, because I've got a lot to offer, and I want to work with them voluntary and putting money into that thing for people with supportive needs. You know, that's where I'm coming from. I don't come in to get paid. Okay. You understand? But they must recognize me as a man, and I feel that from what I know from before, man is not recognized to work with people with needs. I don't know why. So, Mr. Joseph,
come home. Let's team up and do some things. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Because Grenada is my home. You know what I'm saying? And I love Grenada. And I love being Grenadian. Thank God for that.
Right. Well, come home, okay?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph.
Blessings to you and the family, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too, man.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye-bye. Good. All right, I want to say happy birthday, belated birthday to Marquez, an employee at Co-op Bank. We're wishing him many, many more birthdays to come, and that's coming from your grandmother and uncles in the US of A. Folks, it's 23 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We take a final call before we do a commercial break. Good morning, caller.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Yeah, well, I heard a guest on the radio last week Friday, right? He said he will be celebrating African Liberation Day in Monday on the 25th, which is Saturday coming. And what he's trying to do is try to get the people to know who they are, where they came from, and where they are and where they're going. But what he was saying, we were trying to get them to stop, read the Bible, come off of this Bible while we're there and talking about Jesus Christ and Jesus Christ. I would like that Rasta man to look over in the book of St. Matthew chapter 6 and verses 23 and try to interpret it in the appropriate manner.
Okay.
Right?
That's it?
And I urge Grenadians, please keep away from this African Liberation Day this man having Saturday, because this is Satan. What he's saying, like Satan sent him to destroy us. I wish him all the best.
Thank you, caller. Have a good day. Pray for us, okay?
Well, yeah, well, I'll pray for myself too.
Yes, well, pray for us in the process.
He does love all of us.
Yes.
That is why he put himself where he was for we.
Right. Okay.
I wish he could look over in St. Matthew chapter 6 and verse 23 and read it, or get somebody to read it for him and try to interpret.
Okay.
Because what the man was saying now, that he wanted to look at Selassie. Selassie is dead. Selassie can't save us.
All right.
Anyhow, God bless you.
Have a good one, right?
You too, sir.
Blessings, good. All right, folks, it's 21 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for Grenada to laugh again. Heritage Theatre presents Spice Laugh Comedy Bash 2024, Saturday, June 22nd and Sunday, 23rd June at the Trade Center in Grandance, and on Sunday, 30th June at the Deluxe Cinema in Grenville. Showtime, 7 p.m. every time, featuring some of Grenada's best ambassadors of comedy: Robert White, Dillion Walters, Kareem Alexis, Dale Bowler, and other outstanding comedic performances, all coming to knock you off your seats with laughter. Get your tickets now. Bring out the entire family. Tickets are $60 and available at Mitchell's Pharmacy in Grandance, Gittins Health and Wellness at all outlets, Art and Soul Bookstore, Spiceland Mall, 3B's Shoe Store, downtown St. George's, Calico Supermarket, Grenville and Sutairs, St. David's Pharmacy, and Go to Fet. It's time for Spice Laugh Comedy Bash 2024.
The laundry, always do a full load, save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grandand, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
washing the vehicle, use a bucket, not a hose. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the climate resilient water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better. That's one thing to remember. No matter where you are, you can be a star. Stop and take a deep breath and relax yourself. Take another deep breath and relax it, and relax it. Eliminate violence.
Rock the box, we say, yeah. GBN, we say, arts and culture living, yeah. Rock the box, we say. I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box, we say. I'm telling you, rock the box, rock the box, rock the box, we say. We'll be jamming here on a Thursday. It's a
Coming up, Barbados is heating up with enhanced attractions and hotel properties. World Cup cricket's touching down in the Caribbean. And Trinidad and Tobago is ready in the food department. A year's worth of beaches and more. We're talking about the Antigua and Barbuda experience. The rising stars of the track and the pool. Caribbean Village cricket. There's endless action on and off the field. It's all next on this station.
All right, welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation. It's 14 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning to you once again, Corey. Sorry for coming back. But, you know, when I come and I talk about the economy, I talk about people's survival. Yeah? And if some people don't understand what is an economy, we are part of the economy. It's not what you do, it's how you manage the economy. So if we're going to put the ecology is the environment, and if we're going to just stay with the ecology, we're going to be bush people. We have to use the arms of the economy to survive. So when I talk about growth and development of the economy, I mean people's survival. And if some people do not understand that, they live by on the economy. What I don't understand is, it seems to me there is a guy that is having a fight with me. I'm not having a fight with anybody. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm trying to achieve. Let us work together, you know, to see if we could fix this little land. We see what is happening to the young people and to the citizens. Okay. You know, why are we picking a fight with people? Let us walk hand in hand to change this place.
Okay.
You know, people calling me and saying, "What do you have with this individual?" I know the guy just by talking to him, but we're not personal. So why making this personal?
Call him on the personal number and all. You hug and kiss up and make up that.
No, I don't have time for this chauvinist. Okay. I don't have time for this chauvinist. I want him to desist his practice because every time I call, he support me.
Okay.
I don't go with this negative, and that is what we have to do. We have to use the economy to survive. So what are you criticizing that about?
All right, thank you, caller. Thank you. That's a bit personal. So you all go kiss and make up that. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Mr. Gordon. Good morning to you.
Sometimes you have a Jamaican accent. Me want to talk to you in Jamaican. Is Wagwan, my brethren?
Well, once there is a common understanding of language and communication, that's fine.
All right, talk to me.
Mr. Gordon, I just want to touch on three aspects briefly.
All right, do that.
Health, land use, and in terms of waters we talk about. Some time ago, about almost a year, there was one of the funeral agency, I think it was Mr. Clinton Bailey, I'm not certain, on your GBN newscast, and he was saying there is a scarcity of land as to the disposal of dead bodies. And he said right now, Grenada cemetery is filled and other places like that. I've noticed, Mr. Gordon, over a period of time, one, the tomb they put in cemetery now, 2-story tombs, concrete, occupying space, and all these things. I think there must be a policy as to disposal of dead bodies in order for we have more space. Two, squatting in the St. George's Cemetery, if you realize there are some buildings, in my view, they encroach on the cemetery. I think that should be looked at and ask these people, if they are on the cemetery land, remove this building of such. Also, is there a policy as to where people should dispose? We're talking about the water table. Sometimes people are private cemetery. And is there ways that we look at it and people don't just go and bury bodies and we don't know if it could affect the water table? And what is most striking to me, during the COVID time, people had to bury in 3 days and few people and you can't go and different things. I'm not hearing anything again if people are dying from COVID, if people can last longer since vaccine come out and different things of that sort. Nothing. We don't know if COVID still going on and people dying and then we disposing their body just as normal. So what I think, in the land use aspect of things, the Ministry of Planning and Land should look at the cemeteries and tell people, let people know, this 2-story concrete tomb and them filling up space, that we should not continue with that. Otherwise, we wouldn't have place for cemetery anymore.
Okay.
So this is something we need to look at.
Okay. Thank you, caller. Have a good day. All right, folks, it's 9 minutes away from the 8 o'clock hour. Let's entertain another of our WhatsApp calls. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent. How are you doing, sir?
I am alive and thankful. How are you?
I'm doing good. This is Eric Joseph from the U.S.
Okay, you're live on GBN Radio, man.
Yes, sir. Great to hear your voice. And I want to give a great shout-out to all the members of the New Testament Church of God in Grenada.
Good.
My family in Grenada, and also to members of the Royal Grenada Police Force, which I was proud to be part of many, many years ago.
Okay.
And again, you have a great program, and God bless you again so much.
Thank you very much, and we'll be in touch.
Yes, sir.
Have a good one. All the way from the US of A. 8 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Let's take this call here. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning, Lucent.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Tell me, sir, Eric, Julie was saying morning of being in New York to name of was in New York for a while, when you went to church for a good while.
All right, go.
Yeah, talking about the European people, the pirates who pirate the wall and a lot of people well from them and the antiques and go back up in the country back when Europe did it in any case. Some of them end up in the sea. Now, they have a big portion of wealth in the sea right now along the Colombian area, I think, in any case. That they want, Spanish people, they want to raise it up right now, a ship. Now, the rabbits in the past, on the poor people of the land, who they met, they come and they take it from them. Instead, they go back up with the gold when they get it and whatsoever jewel they get it, from underground when they raise the ship. Can't give people the island with the rabbit, man. It's time. Okay. And then come and meet people with the thing, and they kill them and take it and go up in Europe with it. But some of them at with the wealth, the boat sink and it's in the ocean right now, but they're going to raise it up right now in any case,
Okay, well, I hope they are listening you, right? I hope they are listening you and they can do just that. It's 7 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Let's entertain another caller. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Joseph. Greetings.
Greetings, welcome.
For so many things to talk about, we specify one. In recent times, we've been hearing some serious advocacy from a group called the CCR. Well, interesting to know, prior to that, there were the CC Birds. And even prior to that, around the same time, there were also the CCL, the CCJ. These CC people. Now they're inviting Grenadians to support them in the changing of the oath of allegiance. We've been swearing allegiance to a monarch. First it was a queen, now a king. They're telling us right before our eyes, they're looking into our faces and tell us that we have a king of England, being the king of Grenada. But while he's the king of England, he's not the king of Grenada. And all kind of ringy-dingy. Brothers and sisters, my warning to you is as follows. Beware of these people. Hyper-academic, pseudo-intellectual charlatans they are. Agents of colonialism with a shamelessly cynical contempt for the truth. They're hiding the truth from you. The truth is that Grenada is still a colony of Grenadian, but of the United Kingdom, but they're putting all kinds. But they are the lawyers, you understand? They're advising you that anybody talk about it, otherwise are crazy, junkin, blind people, etc., that know nothing. Beware of them and where they come in again. Ask yourself the following question, brothers and sisters, I round up here. Why is it a few legal luminaries and a few hyper-academic pseudo-intellectual charlatans from the biggest universities around the world should write or modify your constitution for you? Why? Ask the question. Isn't that a continuation of colonialism? Well, that's how this blind man sees it, you hear me? Because that's what it is. A few aristocrats feel themselves superior and exceptional, feel they must write the constitution or modify the one. And who is we want allegiance to Grenada, yes. But tell me, when this team of CCs changes this group, swearing of the allegiance, would that change Section 57 of the Pit Latrine pamphlet of an imperial order and council of the Queen's most excellent majesty? Will it change Section 21 or whatever that speaks of there will be a governor general? What will it change? It will change nothing. Will it bring a constitution act to the country? No. Will it bring an independence act to the country? No. Will it change the signature at the end of the imperial order? No. We want a new constitution through a constituent system. Say bah humbug to all of hyper-academic pseudo-intellectual agents and towers of imperial of colonialism. Mr. Joseph, have a nice day, will you, sir?
Thank you, caller. Same to you. Have a good one yourself. It's 4 minutes on to the hour of 8 o'clock. At 8, we join the BBC, as you know that by now. Yeah, let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning.
Good morning, Innocent.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, man, give thanks, you know. And African Liberation Day Saturday. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to know that it's about All African Liberation Day was 32. Independence State was liberation from colonial rule. You know, it's about colonial imperialism and African fighting to be free. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you must have to be an independent state to really be in the OAU. So now it is celebrated all over the world now. Not only Grenada, you know, we celebrate all over the world as African Liberation Day, from African Freedom Day to All African Liberation Day.
And when exactly is that day?
Saturday.
This Saturday coming?
Yes, it's starting at the Sugar Mill Junction. I mean, being at the match starting at the junction.
Okay.
Sugar Mill, and we have a morning rush, playing field where we set up the platform for education and sensitization and, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And culture and art, you know, how you could express yourself.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And we must remember that history is of dates and events of things that happened before.
Okay.
Right? So it's not I never making up the teaching because it was SSS Jesus. He made it full of grace, and the right Reverend John Hopkins.
Okay.
Slavery is always religious because Columbus was a slave priest. So people that don't know the history, You know what I mean? So we give thanks to everybody come forward on Saturday, join the solidarity march.
Right.
And we give thanks that when the march is starting, where the crime take place, so then, and I could give enough thanks and praise to alleviate this situation. They start at 10 o'clock too, where we are exhibition and different things too as well, innocent.
Irie, my brethren.
Give thanks.
Irie.
Bless your love.
Irie, me Adrian, yeah. 2 minutes away from 8 o'clock. All right. Good. Ruth Chitterman says, good morning. Good morning, Renisha James, Alison Cox Osplund. Most people think that the economy of Grenada is just selling and buying things in the market. Okay. Good morning, caller.
Hello.
Hi, welcome.
Yeah, I want Mr. Ulu to know that the colonial system have we blind. And they know when you're blind, you lead them blind so they could control them better. I'm sorry about that, but that is true.
Okay. All right, caller. Okay. I wish that we, let's... Any case, let me just hold it. Good morning, Yulin. Yulin, how you doing? Yulin is having a blast this morning. To my lovely Grenadian people, always remember I love regardless of who you support. All right, let's, unfortunately, we don't have time to accommodate another caller because it will overrun us, the BBC and, So, those of you who participated one way or the other with the program, thank you very much for your participation. And if the good Lord spare our lives, we will have another one tomorrow morning. Bernadette Robinson, good morning. Renisha, you okay? I hope you're doing all right. Good. Folks, that's it for the program this morning. I love you. Bye-bye. God bless you.